Hello.
Welcome, Haginator, King Casey. How are you guys doing?
Pretty
We're
good. How are
good.
you? You're good.
Alright.
Gotta open this stream. You can't do it on Chrome. That's right.
It's speed gaming.
Yep,
right?
that's a little quirk. Players are just doing Spiral Mountain.
Oh, they started. They started on time, huh?
Yep. Where it's
a miracle.
we're not well known for starting on time, but today we got it right.
Oh, thanks for looking out, Feasel. I'm just gonna open it. I've been using like Internet Explorer for this. It works just fine. Shoutouts to Feasel for keeping on top of it. He's always ready. So yeah, we're just in Spiral Mountain. Pixel is playing on Xbox, so you're gonna notice like a 40-second time difference here early, because Pixel's not able to skip text because Xbox never made use for the L button, which is needed to skip text. He has to talk to bottles at the beginning and full. That makes a lot of things in the game much more punishing. Like missing bottle skip loses tons of time instead of 3 seconds. And missing ding pot at the end loses like 30 seconds again, when it would just be the time to cancel the text. Pixel's going for a splash there. So Dick's gonna leave Spiral ahead, but he's really not that far ahead. Yeah, I was having issues hearing people on my computer. I'm working on it right now. So I'm on my phone, but hold up, I'll mute for a second.
Well, I'm pretty sure Pixel was trying to skip this bottle text here with a very precise backflip, but he does get it and waste a bit more time. Plus, he took a lot of attempts at it, so he ended up eating quite a bit of time.
Because on Xbox, if you fail it, you can't skip this text, so it loses like a lot of time. Compared to N64.
So how about this movement tech? They're not just walking around; they're comboing rolls into flutters. How fast is this?
Well, if you don't have talent shot, that's the fastest way to move, is just to flutter cancel your roll so that you can roll more often. But as soon as they enter Mumbo's Mountain, they're gonna try to talent shot and jump everywhere.
Dickus making his way up the termite hill, I guess.
Yeah, the interesting thing is Pixel won't be able to do that because on Xbox that's patched. So he's gonna have to turn to the termite and do the tower the casual way. And he's gonna leave a lot of jiggies out in the open to get later as a termite to skip the dance animation.
Pixel actually going into the termite mound for a Mumbo token.
Yeah, because he needs that to transform.
So the routing for the XBLA version is a little different to get the extra Mumbo tokens needed for this termite transformation.
Yeah.
We got some questions about Furnace Fun moves.
So basically, we have a file set up where you get to Furnace Fun without learning feathers or eggs. And then if you game over in a mini game in Furnace Fun on that file, when you go to open a different file, the moves from the first file transfer over. So that's how we get the moves early for the run. And the reason we don't have feathers and eggs learned is so that bottles gives us the refill during the run. Yeah, Xbox is a lot slower in the beginning of the game, Spoonie. You lose like over like 1 to 2 minutes, I would say, before Mumbo's Mountain is done. But you slowly gain time because there's no lag. And you can also Death Warp in Click Clock Wood, and I think he Death Warps in Mad Monster Mansion as well. Because the notes save on Xbox.
There's a few interesting Death Warps. I'm pretty sure they Death Warp in Click Clock Wood a few times.
Yeah.
I think they Death Warp in Click Clock Wood to leave each part of the...
You're also gonna notice that they're gonna do different levels at different times. Dickus Con is gonna go to Treasure Trove Cove after Mumbo's, but Pixel is gonna go to Clankers.
The level.
Because,
yeah, and he goes to Clankers to collect eggs, right?
Yeah, you need to get eggs and feathers. Because, yeah, they already have flying learned on Xbox, I'm pretty sure. That's how they're able to do Clankers first.
So he's full on feathers.
Because there's a lot of text for the flying. Bottles talks to you a lot and you can't skip it. So they just don't talk to Bottles at all and they just collect feathers instead. So it's a little weird, the routing, but...
Yeah, it's cool to see the differences side by side though. Like a completely different route in Mumbo's, but it's pretty much the same speed, besides turning into ticker.
If they were equal in skill level, you wouldn't know who's ahead until about Bubble Group Swamp, because they're doing different levels, so you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, you'd actually spend most of the game not knowing who was ahead.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the route, the Click Clock Wood on Xbox is so much faster that like you could just... It might be 10 minutes faster, 5 minutes faster, something ridiculous.
And Pixel also has an advantage. If he dies, it's not going to cost him as much as if Dick dies because the notes save.
Yeah, he has an extreme advantage. There's no penalty to death. It's almost encouraged.
And he just woke up Mumbo here, which probably lost a lot of time. Or maybe he has to do that.
I think that's on purpose. Yeah,
Okay,
because he's turning into a termite.
Yeah.
Which will save time. That'll save himself the 30 seconds it would have taken him to talk to Mumbo and Bubble Glue. Actually. And you're going to see Pixel skip all these jiggy animations as the termite, which is really cool, because as transformations, similar to when you're collecting a jiggy in the water or in the air, you don't have to watch the dance.
Xbox version doesn't really have a chance, but it only loses like 1 or 2 minutes, so Shadowworm does have like he's close to top 10, he has like a 213 on Xbox.
Yeah, like you do have to compensate a little bit, like because it does lose time.
And the camera is also, the camera moves freely instead of like on N64 it snaps into place, so you can't get the camera consistent like you can on N64. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage too for Xbox.
But the game moves...
Yeah, the game itself runs way
much faster. Yeah, and
especially the loading zones, they save like probably like minutes just from...
Yeah, you save a few minutes in loading zones. It's extreme. Wow, watching him come out of Mumbo's, that was so fast.
It's like instant. So just imagine like hundreds of loading zones in the whole game, and it just adds up over time. And I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, he saves time on this split a little bit, but he loses it again, transforming back to Banjo. And he's gonna go to Clanker's Cavern first.
Like if you could skip text on the Xbox version, it would be like probably 7 to 10 minutes faster
Yeah.
than N64.
No, I don't think it's faster than 1.1 because of the text skip problem.
It might be close.
It's
he can
it's a little
do.
bit closer, but
Oh, he doesn't need to do winter clips on Xbox because he dies. You can just die and get back to the.
yeah, it's it makes any percent useless on Xbox too because you can't do FP early or Door of Grunty. So only like 100% is the only category you can really have a chance at being competitive with.
Alright, so we see Dick do a damage cancel there, which is really fast. This entire level, Treasure Trove, is completely routed around stomping those X's, and there's 6 of them. There's 6 of them.
That's one of the questions in fairness.
I always get that question wrong. You saw Dick flip his camera right before you did that quick dive right there, and that's just to help prevent lag.
And also something that's weird about Xbox is the cycles are different because everything moves faster, so they have to like learn completely different tooth cycle because you can't skip the text as well for that Clanker when he talks to you at the beginning of the level when you enter the water. So
Yeah, what is this cycle like? Huh.
Yeah, I have no idea. But they have to like adapt to the text that you can't skip.
Well, I'm assuming, I mean, the text is always the same, so Gloop will always be in the same spot.
They have a cycle, it's just slower because they have to wait. So yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do like the really fast 2 cycle that Stiv does on Xbox. It wouldn't be the same way.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you could get that cycle. Well, there is if you did the midair jump across the notes.
Well, it's weird. You can't really, because Gloop also moves faster, so everything's different.
Oh, Gloop moves faster.
Gloop
Everything
moves faster, and Clanker goes up and down.
But
faster,
Banjo,
I'm pretty sure.
Banjo moves faster,
So everything's different.
right?
Hmm?
But if Banjo moves faster at the same rate that Gloop moves faster.
It's like Inception. And you also drown faster a little bit on Xbox.
Yeah, so each one of those air bubbles gives you 10 seconds of air. But because of lag and stuff on Xbox or on the N64, you get 62 seconds.
Yeah.
But on Xbox, you either get 60 flat or like a second or 2 less. And we do a lot of things that like you barely survive with air.
Yeah.
So Pixel's
So
gonna come really close to drowning
at the end of the level, you're gonna see him
a few times.
You're gonna
He's
see
actually
him do the swimming section backwards compared to Dick, because there's an easier way to do it for Xbox. Yeah, he might. Oh,
there's a few things like that.
that was weird.
Like the pyramid and Gobies when we get there, like all the timers are just so much faster.
Oh yeah, it's easy to fail the timer section.
Did Pixel finish the beach part? No, he does Clankers early because he's on Xbox and he's able to grab more resources in Clankers.
Pixel's probably like 2 minutes behind Dick right now. At least. Because he left Mumbo's at like a 9-minute or something or worse. So.
Yeah, but that's all time you could see be made back later with routing differences.
Yeah.
Although Dick is having a good treasure trove.
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
He almost died there if sometimes if you're like too low when you're ground pounding the crab, you can like just take damage when you're trying to ground pound. Because it like recoils you down.
You can recoil off that crab?
No, I mean like when you're trying to ground pound, you can die if you're too low. Like it won't kill him, he'll kill you first.
Huh. Like I've had issues where the crab, if you try and get into Talon Trot, the crab will turn his arm and knock you off the pillar.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like a 1630 or something. For Dick.
When did he grab the Jiggy, the 9th Jiggy?
I wasn't paying attention, but I'm just guessing based on like when he entered the sandcastle.
Yeah, you're right. He's gonna flip the crab. He's not gonna flip the crab. Whoa, and he gets it. Good stuff.
Oh, there's no music. It's probably because neither of them muted their mics on the stream.
Oh, okay. That also explains.
Oh, there's no nothing at all.
Yeah, there's nothing but us. Like I have the volume all the way up, or I did have it all the way up. Oh, you know what? I don't even hear us. I have the volume all the way up, but not on the stream, on the feed I was given. So yeah, there's nothing but us.
Let me see. Oh no, they have game audio. I don't know what Star's talking about then.
It's using Pixel's audio.
Unless she was... There's games... Oh,
There's game
yeah,
sound.
okay. So here's the thing. With Pix on Xbox, you can turn off... You can, like, turn off the music, but keep the sound effects on.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, you can do that on Xbox. So that's how they, like...
Does that speed up the game?
No. I don't know why he did that.
Or is he just, like, listening to some rap?
He must be listening to music at this... Oh, wow, he just... that was weird how he just fell there.
Oh, he's able to recover.
I'm a little bit more delayed because my commentary stream's not working, but I'm trying. Oh, maybe Pixel's music is just really low compared to the game audio? I don't know.
Well, Pixel gets 3 frame perfect ground pounds right there to climb up the pole faster. Or near frame perfect. I believe each successful ground pound saves 7 frames or something like that.
He's probably doing this route because you get the extra token, and he's down 5 tokens because he turned into a termite. So you get extra tokens in his route compared to Dick's route.
Yeah, part of the route includes 5 extra tokens because you have to go out of your way to get all the tokens.
In Bubble Group, you're gonna see they get this token on a cattail, and that used to be an Xbox only trick, but it's actually faster on N64, so we recently started doing that as well.
So what you saw just happen to Dick right there is he missed 1 note underwater, which you would think is no big deal. But because he had to turn around and go back up, he actually lost like 50 seconds. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This level, Clankers, is insane.
Because now he has to get an extra bubble, and then the cycles are going to be weird, and he's going to have to wait a long time for the tooth.
Yeah, like missing that note, like something that tiny is actually reset worthy. In fact, I wouldn't even hesitate.
Did he get... Was he going for the
He's caught on the chain. I think so, yeah. I mean, he's not getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each tooth cycle, from the start of the level, Clanker's on a global cycle, and he goes up and down over and underneath the water, and you're able to hit them at the same times, and each cycle is about like 5 or 6 seconds. And as you see here, he's gonna have to wait for the next one. But as long as you get in.
He might have been able to make that if I think he was gonna drown, so he had to like rise early.
Oh, so there's some text you can skip on Xbox. For some reason, they decided that some text can be skipped with just the B button.
It's just, yeah, on N64 it's the same way, so whatever text you can skip with B on N64, I think it just transfers over to Xbox.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. So it's like the nipper text and stuff like that, you can skip with B.
Yeah, like you see him skip the snippets text, both snippets text right there. That's interesting.
Where is Pixel on the leaderboard?
I believe Pixel has a 220. He's top 30, right?
I'm checking. Pixel is 30th, and he's 30th with a 222. 40. And he got that PB 8 months ago because he wasn't playing for a while now. He recently came back, I guess, for the tournament. Yeah. Pixel isn't ahead. Pixel hasn't done TTC yet. Xbox does the levels in the reverse order for TTC and Clankers. Because he has to get the feathers and eggs and Clankers before doing TTC. He's actually like 3 or 4 minutes behind right now, I think.
Yeah, I think he's put himself into a little hole. But the route itself is much slower for Xbox early on. So you'll see him start to save time later. And you see, to get the good bolt cycle there, you need to enter Clanker, and...
He failed bolt jump, but he got the second one.
Oh, he failed bolt jump. Okay, so... Getting inside of Clanker like that is also on a cycle, and it goes up every 8 seconds. So getting in the correct one is important. Like, even being 1 second slow is the same as being 8 seconds slow. It's the same kind of idea, like if you were playing like a Final Fantasy and using the move Traveler and you overstepped by 1. It's the same as overstepping by 1,000,000.
Are you watching the chat? Casey Star asked you, how come you haven't scheduled any races yet?
I've been working on scheduling a race today. Me and Esper considered racing tonight, but this was happening. I actually just at everyone like 30 seconds ago. Said like I'll do all 3 races tomorrow if you guys are up to it.
All 3 of them? Damn.
Yeah, and Esper doesn't have work tomorrow, and Fiesel said the channel was open all day.
So you might do yours tomorrow then?
I'd like to, yeah. I'd like to do them.
Nice.
Because I've put them off, kind of. Yeah, Snowflarky, it's a really interesting run. It's cool to watch them side by side to see the differences. Most, or a lot of the differences were early on in Mumbos, but there's still like a lot of route differences.
I I don't know if Pixel's gonna do it, but Shadowworm came up with like a new Mad Monster Mansion route, also that like death warps in the church.
Yeah, I think he does that.
Yeah, so there's like all sorts of different things they do.
Yeah, it's really cool to see them side by side.
But there's no way they can route it to be faster than N64 because of the text skip. Because you can't skip text, so it's like you lose so much time from that.
Good morning, Hyper Resonance 92, maker of the Banjo-Kazooie 100% tool-assisted speedrun, which you can see over at, I don't actually know where you can see it.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube, there you go.
Or just task videos, I think it's called .com.
Okay, so Pixel falls, he's just gonna run around. That's no big deal. He has no cycles or anything to worry about in this level.
It was weird how he slid like that.
Yeah. It didn't, like, I don't think that was his fault. I think the game got weird.
Yeah, the physics is slightly different, I think, on Xbox. You can just tell by watching the two side by side, they're like slightly different.
And you see Dick do the final swimming clankers here much differently than Pixel did it, because he has that extra 2 seconds, and he's able to get through it the same.
Oh, it's taskvideos.org. So Dick is behind his PB right now, but he's still on pretty good pace.
Yeah, he's on a good run. Okay, yeah, I just signed up with Esper tomorrow for 8.
How did I like your train wreck last night? It was very nice, Brad.
Was it that bad?
He was on sub 220 pace, and then I think something happened in Furnace Fun, and he only PB'd by like a minute or something.
Yeah, he told me Furnace Fun skip went bad.
Yeah.
More than once. Okay, so Dick opens Bubble Bloop. This is a long Grunty's Lair section of the game where you're going around opening puzzles. So right now he's gonna open up Bubble Gloop and he's gonna open up Freeze Easy.
And Pixel already opened Bubble Bloop after Clankers. So it's gonna be weird, like once he's done TTC, he's gonna go straight to Bubble Bloop.
Well, he goes to the Freeze Easy puzzle,
Oh yeah, he's
or
gonna
after.
open Freeze Easy.
Yeah, so Dick is heading into this room right now, and he's going to traverse through the swamp. There are little piranha fish in the swamp that hurt him. So health management in this level coming up, Bubble Gloop, is really important. So he needs to make sure that he has at least 4 health going into the level. So he's going to abuse the slopes going across this tube and make sure he doesn't touch the ground, because he still has to take 1 more damage before he gets into the level. Oh, okay, the route converges at the 180 note door. Oh yeah, we knew that for Bubble Gloop, yeah. But the routes still
Yeah, they
differ.
still have different level
Yeah, like the
routes.
level routes differ. So these Croctus, Dick just shot that first Croctus. These Croctus are on a global cycle. And the entire Bubble Gloop route is based on their position. It's less extreme than Clankers, but you're able to know exactly what time everything is if you get the correct cycles. And Dick's actually in a little bit of trouble here because he took an extra damage.
Yeah, there's no good way to recover that. He's gonna either have to use gold feathers, or he's gonna have to...
He's going to have to do the
Or-
YOLO jump to
or he
the
can-
cattail.
He's probably gonna wait for the leaf. So.
He might, I think he knows the YOLO jump to the cattail, right? I think that's what he's going
I
to
don't
do.
know.
The leaf boat might just be there. The leaf boat's not there. He's going for the jump. He's setting up for the jump. No, he's waiting for the leaf boat. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to live anyways, which is fine.
He thought about doing the jump probably, but it's not safe.
It's not worth dying at all. So he made the correct decision.
Oh, and then he jumped really early there and almost died. Holy.
Now
Yeah.
Pixel is using Xbox. Yo, what up, Geiger? Morning. Morning. Yo, I'm ready for the Way 1000s. It's been a week.
I am ready.
Have they been doing them in my absence?
Yes.
Good. So we do the flowbits in such a way that the Jiggy spawns like right on top of us and that it's close to the next area that we're headed to. So normally the game intends you to smash these mud huts and to jump on the green chalk pads, but if you stand in a really precise spot in the middle, you're able to jump across them. And this one that you just saw him smash, you have to smash that one. There's no good way to get across. The jump is inconsistent. And there you see Pixel skipping the Jiggy dance by dying. There's so much happening. So Dick was able to shoot that Croctus and hit the Grunny switch at the same time before the cutscene loaded, so the cutscenes overlapped. And he actually was able to skip one of the cutscenes, which you can't hear right now because his game audio isn't on, but it causes an audio glitch. Yeah, this Rye the Hedgehog guy is
Where?
giving bits like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Pixel's gonna collect some extra resources here because Bottles never gave him any, so you do spend a bunch of time in Xbox collecting things, where in N64 it's just given to you. Don't tell me to explain.
Dick still got that, okay. So I guess he was able to move during the cutscene and still go where the Jiggy spawns.
So Pixel enters this level with full health, so he's able to just eat the swamp stuff, and it doesn't matter that much.
Oh, Dick. So Dick's doing he's able to move during this cutscene and do the turtles as they show up. And he got like a frame perfect ground pound, which shot him up like a rocket. You can also do that at the end of the whistle pattern in Rusty Bucket Bay.
I believe the rocket's frame perfect, right?
Yeah, he got it frame perfect.
And you can do it. You can do it off the Switch.
Yeah, it lost some
The
time here though,
target.
because he had to fall from way higher to do the turtles.
Yeah, this is one of the larger RNG sections of the game as well, where the turtles can do whatever they want. Some of them chirp slower, some of them, like you want the turtle to be on the side of the last turtle you ground pounded. Traveling between one or more turtles is really slow.
He got the talon shot, which is good. This is probably like a high 42 bubble whip or a low 43. For Dick. And Pixel is probably closer to 50 minutes. Dude, what is Dick doing?
Traveling through the swamp.
No, I was watching him before he did the maze. I don't think he knew what to do, so he was just standing there.
Right, this Rye the Hedgehog guy has come through with $50 in the last like 10 minutes. He's still cheering. Oh my god. So yeah,
the rest
again,
it's just he's gonna do Vile soon, which is a 3-minute mini game, and not a lot happens.
yeah. And as you saw the way he went through the swamp there, and it was just health management. If you have 6 health, you're able to go through most of it without the boots. And if you didn't have 6 health, you would have 3 health, and you'd take the boots twice. Because during the last section, you take 2 damage. If you had 1 health, you're able to just take all 3 boots, and it's no big deal. I think it's a little slow, but not that slow. Because taking the damage and having Banjo stop is really slow.
Yeah.
And Dick is going into a 3-minute awful minigame. So there's not going to be much happening there for a few minutes. A minigame that before we did this New Game Plus stuff, a lot of people, including myself, lost all of their runs to, because this game is incredibly difficult casually without the speed shoes. Vile has disgusting rubber band AI. Which just means the farther you get ahead of him, the faster he goes. The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the faster you will go.
Yeah, so Pixel, I guess because you can't skip that text, he gets that honeycomb during the cutscene, which saves a little bit of time for him.
Also, during the Vile minigame, if you get 30, is it 30? Yeah, if you eat 30 Yumblies,
I feel like it's 32 or something. Or...
No, I think you just got the extra life. If you eat 30, you get an extra life. It's
Oh.
it's between 30 and 35, but I think I just saw it be 30. And as you see, even Vile at his fastest is just about as fast as you with the speed shoes, so it's not a big deal. And this is actually gonna go nicely because you're gonna see Pixel enter Vile as Dick is leaving Vile, so there's at least gonna be always something happening. And you'll see it's Dick, if you eat during the last phase of this minigame, every 10 seconds they change what you have to eat. And if you eat the other color during, you just kind of puke a little bit. A little dry heave.
You wake up and you're sick to your stomach.
Yeah, let's just say I woke up and I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah, he's almost done. And there's like no chance that he'll lose this because he's so far ahead. There's a little bit of version differences for Gobi's Valley too. On Xbox, for the sarcophagus Jiggy, you have to shoot an egg into it. But on N64, you can roll into it, which is like a little bit faster. And I think Gobi Clip is easier on Xbox as well. And also, as we said earlier, the water pyramid with the timer is a lot harder to do on Xbox because the timer goes down faster. So you get like 2 or 3 seconds of less time to make it up there. So it's possible for him to fail that if he's not fast. So yeah, Dick is about 4 minutes ahead of Pixel right now.
How's the weather?
How's the weather?
Alright.
I haven't been
So-
outside today.
What you just saw Dick do is he entered Talon Trot like during the same animation as him entering the loading zone, so it saves him a Talon Trot animation, which is fast. Because entering Talon Trot itself is like almost a second, right?
Yeah. That's why, like, throughout the run, if there's a small amount of distance, it's actually faster to roll and flutter cancel versus Talon Trotting. Because the animation to enter Talon Trot can outweigh the benefits of using Talon Trot sometimes.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
it's
like
the
a
same.
that's a small thing though.
Yeah. It's crazy because Talon Trot saves so much time, but in it's like an overtime thing. It's not an immediate thing. So like
Yeah.
with this Furnace Fun glitch that we're able to get Talon Shot early, it actually activates entering any loading zone after Spiral Mountain. So you can leave Spiral
Oh, yeah.
Mountain.
We didn't talk about that, did we?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Because, oh yeah, Pixel, he left, after he was on Spiral Mountain, he left, he like went back out the same door he entered Grunty's lair, and then he used Talon Trot. He used Talon Trot because there's less loading zone.
I bet that's really fast on Xbox. So that's slower on N64 by a solid 5 or 6 seconds because loading zones are so slow.
Yeah, but it's like
so
a second faster on Xbox. It's not a big thing. Like compared to like N64, he stays like a second doing that in Talon Trot.
So any loading zone after Spiral Mountain grants you access to those moves.
Yeah.
So if you leave and come back in, like everything's fine.
You can get Talon Shot. And a lot of people don't know about that because we don't use that on N64. How do I know so much about Xbox? Because I used to be good friends with Shadowworm, so I watched a lot of him. He's the world record holder for Xbox. He has the best time on Xbox.
CC Dick setting up for Gobi Clip right here. Pretty much what you want to do is do a full beak barge with the camera zoomed out against this line for no reason. And you're able to put yourself through the crack in the wall and enter. Oh, he's dead. And you're able to enter Jinxie from the inside instead of climbing all the way up.
Why did he go again there? Yeah,
because it's
I think he just panicked.
Not worth. Nah, I would have won again. You would have won again, and you would have died and reset. And now he's gonna go for it again, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but Dick has a lot of leeway here. His PB is like 15 minutes faster than Pixel's PB, so like he could die several times and still have a good chance at winning.
Yeah,
Especially because if Pixel dies, it doesn't matter that much because his notes save since he's on Xbox.
Yeah, I'd say that wasted about a minute, depending on how fast or if he gets in this time.
Yeah, it's probably a little over a minute.
You take a damage every 5 seconds. Alright, he's in. So taking too many attempts at this is
the thing is what he's doing is he's not. You can actually do 2 beak barges per damage, so you can double the amount of tries versus what he was doing. He was waiting too long before going again. I guess it's because he doesn't want the same thing to happen where he gets in, but then the damage like pulls him back out. So you have to like kind of take a bet on if you try again or not. So it's kind of frustrating sometimes.
So you're not going to see him kill this mummy hand here.
He probably should though to get the health.
Yeah. So again, like Bubble Gloop, like a big, like one of the hardest parts of this level is just managing your health because you want to have 3 or 4 at the end.
Yeah, you lose like 5 to 10 seconds at the end if you don't have 3 or 4 health because you have to break the honey hive to get health, and it's
so,
like the way.
Also, what you're going to see in this level is every time you enter and exit a loading zone, the Chosen One rings. Is that what they're called? Are they the Chosen Ones?
They're called
the Ancient Ones. Are they the Ancient Ones?
Ancient Ones, yeah.
Yeah, so the Ancient Ones will always rise in the same spot when you put your camera on them. So if you're able to hold your camera away from them until you get to that same spot, you'll always be able to have it rise from under you. So instead of getting them in flight and just, traversing randomly as to where they show up, you're able to get it in the same spot every time. And because it's centralized between the pyramids, it's actually pretty convenient to just take a couple of steps after exiting somewhere and grabbing the ancient one.
Yeah, so Pixel right now, he has to shoot an egg, like I was saying, to get that Jiggy in the sarcophagus. But on N64, Dick's gonna do it after the level, but he's gonna roll into it. And that's a little bit faster than shooting an egg.
Yeah, you're able to extend your hitbox.
How many frames is it? We just did this recently, didn't we?
Oh, we did this.
Yeah, we asked Hyper-Resonance
It was a
to
lot.
test
It was 0.75 seconds faster. That's that's a lot of frames.
Because the animation, I guess, to shoot an egg is slower.
Yeah.
Pixel got good RNG here. If he's fast enough, but he fell, you'd be able to jump to that ring and peck to it. And that saves having to get a slower ring later. But it's a little bit tight on movement for that. Oh wow, that worked. Dick peek bombed over the rain and it still worked because the hitboxes are weird. If he was a little bit lower, he would have just landed on the rain and fell down. He would have had to go back to a flight pad.
So he gets a pretty good grab section there. And he's able to...
Yeah, you got the frame perfect ground. Or I guess it's not frame perfect, but...
Yeah, if you beak bomb at a certain point and you're far enough away, you're able to perfectly... How do I word this?
You can ground pound at the
You're able
end.
to collide with the target at the end of the animation of the beak bomb. So then, while you're in limbo waiting for the cutscene, you can ground pound and not have to... Okay, Pixel dies to the mummy hand here. But he keeps everything, so it doesn't matter.
That's not...
But he does have to go back in because I think he left a note in the corner.
Yeah, he probably left 2 notes.
And I believe the ancient one saves, so he's going to have one less ancient one to jump through. So overall, he might have lost 10 seconds because Gobi clipped his first try, Xbox?
Jinja save, note save, and I don't know about the rings, but they might save. They probably do, honestly.
Is Gobi clip not guaranteed? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so Gobi clip is much easier on Xbox and emulator. You're usually able to just go right through. Do you see that right there?
Yeah, that would not have worked on N64. That was weird.
He left the note in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably gonna grab a lot more eggs and feathers than Dick does because he didn't get the refill for feathers, so he's probably still low. So if someone's trying to learn Xbox, they'd have to watch Shadowworms PB versus watching Stib isn't gonna help because the route's so different.
Yeah, everything's completely different.
And the camera setups are all different, so it's a way harder to be good at Xbox than N64. Because there's not a lot of reference and guides available. I think Pixel is probably the only person running Xbox right now.
Yeah, I believe he's the only active Xbox runner. There's another Xbox runner in the tournament, right?
I'm not sure. There might be. But no one with a competitive time like Pixel has though. So yeah, Dick's probably looking at like a 57 Gobius, I would say. So he's probably like a minute to 2 minutes behind his PB.
Yeah, and you saw him go through the maze right there. There are the
That was
brighter
good.
orange spots on the wall, or yellow, that you're able to jump on. Or at least have traction on for a second or two to be able to jump off, and you're able to just jump right over the maze.
Yeah, he got a 54, which is as good as you can get. The only way to do that faster is if you do maze skip. But that's a lot
Yeah,
harder. You have to jump off that wall without seeing it. Because you have to like jump on it quick enough to not activate the cutscene. And I think the only person that really goes for that is Stibdy Bobo. Yeah, so when Dick gets movement after this Gobi cutscene, there's like 1 minute left of the level, so it's probably like a 57, 40.
is there a minute after this cutscene?
Yeah, once you get movement towards that
Whoa! What was that?
pixel.
So you just saw Grabba be like, nah.
Oh,
So
yeah, what? So I have no idea why did that happen? He
Yeah,
probably, you know, it probably just is like lag. Like on N64, he wouldn't have moved away there, but maybe on Xbox he moves away faster.
Yeah, Grabba just straight up hit him with a Lucy. Just
Yeah,
like yanked it away.
Everything is different on Xbox, so it's yeah. Pixel's having a hard time here. There's no like good way to back up. The best thing to do is just to get back on the flight pad and redo Grabba because he has to stay in flight here anyways.
All I can picture is Lucy pulling the football away. That was what Grabba just did to him right there.
So Dick did that thing that you were talking to me about where he was jumping too much at the end. So he had to wait longer to die. So
yeah,
when you have 4 health, you want to like slowly go through those notes so that you die right as you get the last note.
yeah, so because you take the damage every 5 seconds or whatever it is, you want to make sure that when that time is up, you're actually on the ground. Because you can lose like 3, 4, 5 seconds just being in the air and not taking the damage. Because
Yeah,
the only reason you're over there is to die.
What I do is I just like jump for the first couple notes and then walk all the way to the end. And then you die like really fast. You just have to like know like when to stop jumping.
Does he cycle this room? By the way, Pixel was able to get
He
on
does.
top of Ruby. That was really cool.
Well, what he's doing here is that he can't skip the text, so he's gonna go around and get all the notes while
He's
the text
missing.
is going.
He's missing a note, I think, because he just redid that room twice. So I don't know if he's uncomfortable with his note count or
I don't know.
But because the route is so different, I don't know his note counts. Actually, I do.
No,
You
it's
should
the
have
same.
50.
It's the same.
No,
I
I think
think
it's
it's
51.
possible he left one on the Sphinx's foot. Yeah, if you leave one on the foot, that doesn't matter that much.
You just saw him do a ground pound recoil there. You'll never take fall damage on the recoil of a ground pound. And you're able to move during the ground pound. So if you ground pound and then move backwards, and that happens to knock you off something,
He has like no feathers right now. He definitely needs to get feathers. He's probably gonna do the window in Mad Monster Mansion. Yeah, he's gonna run out as he beak bombs right here.
Oh, Kobe hits him with a little knock.
It's actually good. If he had feathers here, he could have dove into that Jiggy and flew over the mountain.
Could he have dove into it, or would he have had to have flown around?
I think if he was like holding it like up enough, he would have dove into that. He was, well, I guess it's weird. Like on Xbox, the controls are inverted, where you have the option to invert them. So on N64, if you're holding up, it makes you go down when you're flying or swimming. But on Xbox, you could make it like normal and make it go up and down, go down.
Oh, that would be weird. I don't think I could handle that.
Yeah, I'm too used to it now to go back. But
It's too
at least
late to go back.
Yeah, you have the choice on Xbox, which is cool, I guess.
So Dick's going through this room right now. It's poorly lit, so every once in a while you can just jump into the lava. But I seem to be the only one who does that, so.
Yeah.
I almost game over the other. I jumped in the lava like 4 times.
Just
Not
turn
in
your
a
brightness up on your...
I
TV.
usually have color off. So
Wait, you play with color off?
sometimes, yeah.
Like just black and white?
Yeah, but I
Why?
like even if it's not, it's usually pretty saturated.
Is it easier to see like notes and stuff if it's like that?
A little, I don't know. The
Like on
colors
the-
distract focus issues.
On the scarf, does it make it easier to see the notes or no? Or are they just both white?
Yeah, there are some things in this game that you'll never be able to see.
Yeah.
Put the yellow notes on the yellow portions of the scarf in Freeze Easy, and you just have to assume you're grabbing them all based on sound.
Yeah, that's why when you go like over the hill at the end of the scarf, if you know what I'm talking about, I don't
You
jump,
zoom out.
I walk.
Yeah, I walk. Yeah,
Yeah, so I listen to hear if I'm grabbing the notes.
but
'Cause
you
if you
can't.
jump, you could miss one.
Yeah, you'll definitely miss one if you jump.
Yeah. And that's just like something you learn as you play, like just little techniques like that to help.
Technique, schmechnique. First you do this. Stop, double take 3 times.
So is Dick gonna? I'm behind you, but yeah. So he got that the jump pad without having to kill a Champa, which is a newer strat that we do.
Stomp on your right foot. Don't forget it.
So, how many notes did Pixel have coming out of the water? Did he have 81?
He has 80, so he definitely left
He's
one on
missing
the
one.
paw.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, it's on the foot. He found it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, when Pixel goes to Mad Monster Mansion, his route is gonna be different. I'm pretty sure, yeah, when he's in the church, he's gonna do all the benches before he goes to the top, and I think he's just gonna ground pound right off and die on purpose. If I remember correctly. Because on Xbox you can die and not lose your notes, so they use that to their advantage. I see you in 48 days. Okay, Gagger. And Dick's on like a 210 pace run right now, if everything goes well. Just having a little bit of troubles here though. This is-
Solid 10 seconds of commentary with my mic muted. So normally to exit the maze Dick was just in, you'd have to go around and all the way around outside and open the gate. But by using the height of the honey hive and the fact that we're able to traverse the top of the hedges,
Yeah.
you can just skip that entirely.
That was funny the way he was like running away from that ripper. It barely hit him. Yeah, those 3 notes as you jump down there are really annoying. I always miss one because you can't see.
Those 3 notes
Yeah,
are so difficult.
You with this because the old route you went in from the other way, so you could
You
see
went
them.
into them, but the
But
camera
now-
moves as
But
you're
now,
falling.
yeah, now
It's
the
blind.
camera, and you can't. So if you grab the first note, you don't know which angle to like hold down. So like you always miss one.
So I'm not gonna lie, that really bothered me. I was messing with it a little bit like a week or 2 ago. And I think the farther you are to the outside of the note, the more you can just hold right. Or whatever the obvious angle is and get them. But then I tried it in a run and failed it. So.
There might be a way to like set up the camera. Like
No,
if you're
you
on
can't
the,
move the camera.
on the hedge, can you hold R as you're falling and like have it centered the other way? No.
I don't think so. I think if there's no chance of you getting them at all, I think it'd be faster to eat the second, right? And stand still instead of turning around and having to go back.
Maybe. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's just like, and you never know if you miss one until until the camera is fixed, and by
it's
that time
completely flipped.
by that time you're already like at the gate and you have to go all the way back from the notes that you missed. Okay, Dasavoli, the definition for 100% in this game is, whoa, Dick almost died, but you want to get everything that has a totals on the total screen, so that's only notes, honeycombs, and jiggies. And you can't get the secret eggs more than once. Once you get them on a cartridge, you can't get them again. So they're impossible to incorporate in any kind of run. There's no way to like undo getting them. Sometimes the cartridge magically erases itself, and we don't know why that happens, and that's the only way to have to collect them again. But that's more like a problem with the hardware of the memory, I think. Has that happened to you, Casey, where your cartridge just like erased itself and you have to...
So a few times, I've actually
to
had my
find-
cartridge completely erase itself,
Yeah.
and I don't know what to do. So I start like spazzing and freaking out, and then normally what happens is you just enter the file anyways, knowing that if you just turn the
Yeah.
game off, it can fix
Yeah.
itself. But if you
just
enter the file,
reset.
if you enter the file, it's over. You're doomed.
Is that just like a Banjo-Kazooie problem? I've never heard of that like in any other game.
Well, N64 doesn't have an auto save feature, right?
Well, like I think Tui and Conquer, like they have different cartridges than Banjo does.
Well,
They
it,
have, like,
it has an
more
auto
memory.
save
They have more
feature.
memory. Yeah, it auto saves every loading zone. But I feel like the memory just gets corrupted somehow. Sometimes.
You're gonna see a route from Pixel and Mansion here that's just completely different than Dick's. There's a death warp. It's pretty cool.
Oh, Dasavoli said, why don't Xbox BK runners don't have to get the secret eggs? Do they disappear on Xbox? Well, again, the same
They
reason.
disappear on the N64 as well. Once
No,
you grab them
I'm talking about once you get the secret eggs, you can't get them again. But on Xbox, you can.
Oh, really?
But they don't count for 100% because there's no counter for them.
So Dick needs extra health here to fall off the top and not die. So he's gonna go and kill one of those bats.
Yeah, it's just like a safe strat. He almost took damage trying to kill
Yeah.
the second one. He's probably a bit
Depth is hard.
tilted right now. Yeah.
Alright, so he only took 1 damage off of that, which is good. And he's able to kill this guy. And he's able to gold feather the health. But he's in a good spot with health now, anyways.
Yeah, the funny thing is, Pixel's in the church with him now. Like, they caught up.
Yeah, they're in the same exact room.
I don't know
Crazy.
what
I
happened.
mean, Dick is at the end of the level, and
Yeah,
Pixel's at the very beginning.
the route's way different, so it looks like they caught up, but they actually didn't. So I guess because the shoes for the church are like at the beginning of the level, they do that first. I wasn't really paying attention. And like we don't really know if that's optimal or not because no one's really looked at it besides like a few people because no one runs Xbox. So like I'm pretty sure if Hyper Resonance and Captain Cole and Stivity Bobo and like a few other people looked at Xbox, it could be more optimized, but I just guess it's never gonna happen because we don't run it. There's a few obvious things that they do in Cloak Lockwood, but I feel like it could be a bit faster, so...
Xbox is a good console. Just kidding, it's wasting. You can't skip any of the text, so like, what's the game, right? Star Everlasting.
Oh, is that Dan?
Yeah.
Where'd Casey go?
I thought I'd fill in while Casey's AFK, the Canadian Game Boy coming in for the clutch commentating. Now Dick going down Lago as the pumpkin, aka actually it's a basketball.
Yeah, you're quiet, Dan. Are you on your phone?
Nope, I'm on my microphone. I can
Yeah.
turn myself up. I think if I try very hard. Input volume, output volume. There we go.
And there goes Pixel. He tried to kill himself there, but he had too much health, I guess.
To no avail.
And then he's gonna do the rest of the level.
Turn up a bit. Yes, he's going to do the rest of the level.
So I guess he's not even that far behind
Is it
Dick.
the beautiful serenading voice of Dan that I hear?
The world record holder is in the chat.
Yeah,
What do
guys.
you
World record, actually 24th
Choke?
place Mumbles Mountain 100% droughtless.
do? No.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah, world record.
Hey, you are the world record holder. Don't let anyone take that away from you. I just recently got up to 24th place. I am at the same...
You're 24th place in Trotless now. Good for you, Dan.
There are 24 people who play Trotland.
Get out of here.
No.
I'm actually at the same as Smasher. Me and Smasher 32 at the same time.
Smasher did Trotless?
How does that make you feel, Smasher? You have the same time as Dan.
Four years
there's-
ago.
There's a category in this game called Mambo's Mountain 100% Trotless because
Tell
it's
them
pretty
yours
much
out.
as far in the game you can go 100% without using down trot. And
Dan has devoted his life.
and has devoted his life to this 8-minute category.
Excuse you. It takes me 10 minutes.
Dan has devoted his life to this 8-minute category. That takes him 10 minutes.
I've already like saved like for my original PB. I've like saved like a minute and a half. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Improvement wise.
So that's pretty cool. Pixel does here to kill the time during the text at the end of Tumblr. He just picks up the notes later instead of during. It's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, you gotta find ways to move around the stupidity of not being able to skip on Xbox. I don't think the Xbox versions of any of the Rareware games, the updates got any better. Like, they updated the graphics, and they couldn't even do that well on BK. Like, have you seen the picture of the health for Banjo? It looks like polygons like that a 5-year-old like meshed together. Like, I like the original one. What is
Hot.
that? Hot? Yeah, I agree.
Hot.
It's pretty hot.
Have you seen Melon Girl on Xbox? Damn.
I haven't actually. I guess
So
I'll
many
have.
pixels.
I'll have to
Yeah.
look out for that one.
Dick's game feeds cutting in and out. Split.
Oh god.
Oh no! Oh no! Aliens took over Dix. Oh, he's back. Oh, never. Oh, he's out again. Oh, he's back.
you never want aliens to take over Dick, because then I do like that the way that the Xbox version has the feathers and the Jinjos. They look so much cooler. But like aside from that, it's like really just a pointless update. Like, why'd they change it? Like, why? But like, to side note, like a big portion of Banjo-Kazooie is its commentary. Like its way to be very cheeky as a as
Cheeky.
A comment. Yeah, it's very cheeky.
I love the word cheeky.
Speaking of cheeks,
So-
continue.
my point being, the Xbox version forcing you to watch and read all of the text is sort of like they're not like this game has a core, like its core is in the humor.
I think it's just because they're too lazy to bind the L button.
Have we talked about Twinklies at all? Like, this entire tournament?
I think
Yeah,
I was
every time
commentating
I'm
because
pretty
I'm a
sure I've
good
mentioned it.
commentator.
So what happens? So what happens during Twinklies is that if you're able to keep
It's also a
Twinklies-
nice dessert.
It's a nice dessert. The little Twinklies jump across the bridge and jump into the tree, but those little gremlins try and eat them. So what you have to do during this little mini game is
You
every time
specifically.
one of the gremlins pop up, you have to kill them so they don't eat the Twinkly jumping across. But if you're able to off-screen the area in which the enemies would spawn, they never show up. So you don't actually have to play the mini game. It's not
If
faster.
you can't see
It's
it,
just-
it's not there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how it
if
works.
if you can't see it, it's not there.
That's how you get off like with a bunch of charges. Just FYI, it's not there if you can't see it.
What kind of charges did you get off, Dan?
Can't talk about that live on stream, bro.
Did
Yes,
you
you
cough or
can.
not?
Talk to us about it. Talk to us
Talk-
about it. We're
Okay,
here for you.
so one time, I'll tell only my close, because I know no one else is listening. Only my close friends Casey and Hank can hear. So one time I was in a graveyard, right, and these tombstones started like running up to me, and they had like eyeballs, right. So like I shot it naturally. It's the Second Amendment. My right to carry here in Canada. So like it was bleeding out the tombstone like right there in front of me, and like I closed my eyes as I was doing it, and I'm like, well, I told the other tombstones, like I told them they saw nothing, and then nothing happened. Actually, there was a botched investigation. The two cops actually ended up not finishing the investigation for reasons unbeknownst to me.
What kind of reasons were those?
They were unbeknownst to me, Hag. I just told you. Come on, Austin.
Who's Austin? I'm Haginator.
I'm just trying to show you the type of strings that sometimes have to be pulled in dire situations.
Oh, No Strings Attached is a good movie.
I've never seen it actually. Please elaborate.
Oh god.
Who's in?
What is that?
Oh, sorry,
Who
that's
is
my
that?
that's my phone.
Hag.
Is that your ringtone?
This is professional. This is professional commentating, Hag. I'm offended.
I'll be.
We have to treat
This
this.
offends me as a 3-bean salad.
Okay. That was the funniest thing. I think we sat there and laughed for like 15 minutes.
You
So
and
fun fact: as Pixel leaves
Yeah,
there,
Tessa, yeah.
he has to leave before he gets that last empty honeycomb, or he regains full health, and he needs his last bit of health to death ward on this level. I thought I'd just tie us back to Banjo there real quick, for all you wondering why he just darted out of there to go into the toilet, because like I wouldn't be
Oh, so
rearing to
Dick-
go into the toilet.
Dick missed
you?
the snowman. Wait, what?
Would you be rearing to get into a toilet really fast? Because I would.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying. That's just a reason.
The frame rate, it does. They save time because of that, but it's still slower overall because of the text.
Yeah,
outweighs
so
them.
because you can't skip text, it loses a lot of time. But it would be like a legitimate
You also-
7 or 8 minutes faster if you could skip text, because the frame rate is so fast and because the loading zones are just so much faster. Also,
Banjo-Kazooie has a dedicated 8 gigabytes of cancer and like inserted into the RAM no matter how you port it. So like no matter what you do, you have to keep that source code of Cancer for the game to run efficiently. The developers at Xbox actually tried to get it out, but in the loading screen it was just Banjo without the dance animation, and they couldn't get past it for some reason, so they had to report the 8 gigabytes of the Cancer. Yeah, most people don't know that. I was actually talking to Stivdy Bobo about it. I was actually explaining it to him. Yeah, it happened.
So Pixel just death warped, and he's going to free GZP now.
I need chat to get active. We're about to hit this boggy race, and I need chat.
Wait, I have something important to say. Instead of resetting his console, he's just gonna press start and click restart because he's on Xbox. Oh yeah, get your Hey 1000s out.
You're a little late, but I'll accept it.
Hey 1K, Hey 1K.
Hey 1K, everyone, Hey 1K. There we go. Cosmic, everyone follow Cosmic.
Yeah, on Twitter.
Everyone follow Cosmic on Twitter.
The Denarios for oh wait, I can't say. I forgot this is a family-friendly stream.
Oh, it's Razy. What up, Razy? Don't respond to me. Just keep saying "Hey 1K."
You know what? I'm happy to be a part of the second half of the stream, even though.
Dan, where have you been?
I was actually at work. I was actually gonna sign up for this one. I didn't know you guys were.
Where do you work, Dan?
We didn't know.
I actually currently I have a job at a low-key Rareware Banjo-Kazooie remake factory. It's actually pretty cool.
We get it, you vape.
And what do you do there?
So my job title, my job role actually consists of so every day I wake up, and you actually have to code in.
And you're sick to your stomach. I mean, what?
And I'm sick. What's up? Oh, is that from 1,000?
Okay, Dan. So, yes. Dan, you wake up and you look into the mirror. What do you say to yourself?
Why did I wake up this morning? No. But on a real note, though, I say, why didn't the cyanide pills work?
This break in the action brought to you by water.
I really wanted to explain to you guys what I do at Rareware Inc., but you guys don't.
Yeah, tell us more about Rareware Inc.
So actually, we're currently working on
Wait, why do they make
Rare Retro Rewind. It's called the Rare Retro Rewind because we couldn't think of any cooler AAA's titles. So instead of making an actual AAA title, we just made it rhyme 4 times. And so actually, you have to code every Rareware game backwards on the Xbox, or it doesn't work, because if you code it forward, it'll actually be too good for the game, and it'll crash the entire Xbox, and you have to call live support. Actually, at Rareware, we have to call Xbox live support because we actually aren't even given that permission. So it's a hard day. Usually, I call them about 5 times. We've gotten pretty close. Actually, the phone operator. It's gone a bit out of hand. Her name's Lucy, by the way. The live supporter that I talked to.
Lucy Lou?
Yeah, actually, it is. How'd you know? Have you spoken to the stage?
Wait, Lucy Lou?
Lucy Lou?
Yeah, Lucy Lou.
She had her eye fixed, correct? Yeah, she had her eye fixed.
That sounds exactly like the Lucy Lou I talked to.
That's Reba. That's Reba.
Wait, is Lucy Lou Reba?
Yes.
What?
A single mom who works 2 jobs.
Is that you, Dan?
Who loves her kids and never stops. Dan, is that you?
That's probably me. Why does the walrus give the strange looking because the walrus is like, hey.
The walrus is racist.
The walrus is actually xenophobic. That's the proper word, since they are different.
He says, and I quote from the game.
Please don't.
There's a big brown bear, and I'm scared.
Is there any mention of
That's what the walrus
Hey,
says.
can you please give
It's
us
Friday.
can you please give us a thesis on why the Banjo-Kazooie laws in Spiral Mountain are racist, innately racist?
Oh,
That-
no,
that-
no, no.
that-
Towards
that-
bears.
No, that's your ex. I can't comment on that. I don't have my notes ready for that one.
You don't have your notes really, because I posted some thesi in your chat a few times. I thought you would have recorded that.
We have every single word and sentence you said saved somewhere. Don't worry.
Good.
Yeah. I actually printed it off and it's on my wall.
Visit.
Yeah.
That's actually very cute. I'm actually flattered.
Oh, good. Oh yeah, get your Hey 1Ks out. Hey 1Ks.
So what's the PB difference, boys? Please tell me the PB difference between Dick and Pixel.
15 minutes ish.
Okay, so this is not a complete blowout. Also, shout out to my boy Pixel because he's French Canadian, and I usually go into his streams and just like I usually just just chew him out in French. It's pretty funny. I love him. I love him so much. So if you guys like want to know any like French swear words, like Pixel's the guy to try.
Oh really?
Yeah, I actually, on a real note, I do go into his chat and speak to him in French. Yeah, he's from somewhere in Quebec.
Where's
Unlike
Keith?
me. You know, Casey has, he's buttering his nose. No, what's it called? Powdering his nose. We don't ask what ladies do when they're when the mic's off. It's disrespectful.
Oh, is his mic off?
His mic is currently muted, or is just not talking. So, we gotta be respectful. So now I'm King Casey. So everyone follow me on all my social media and Twitter at King Casey 13, twitch.tv/King Casey 13. Just type in !commentator and it should come up. The cool kids. Dan won't come up because who needs Dan? But the other cool kids that are actually supposed to be talking. Wow, Pixel actually, I have not seen that before. He got into the loading zone and then he hit something, so it made him wait for the full hit animation before he actually entered the loading zone.
He just missed it.
Interesting. I haven't seen that in the Dog's Age.
So Dick, let's look at his time
About
here.
to come onto the death warp of the stage.
He's
ladies and
about
gents.
3
minutes
behind
minutes.
It's behind his PB, yeah.
And Pixel's, what Jiggy did Pixel just get? He's on, what, 5? 4?
He's got another like 5 to 7 minutes, I'd say, before he's on a level or more.
So yeah, there's definitely a time difference, but not as... See, like, look at the health from Pixel. Like, the Banjo-Kazooie icon just looks so bad compared to the N64 one. Does anyone have any opposing opinions?
No. So Dick's gonna try to get this Jiggy in the eye,
And there he goes.
and then he's gonna do the beak bomb, I guess. Yeah,
Is he?
he got it. Nice.
What a cool guy.
And he can beak bomb this wall, and his hitbox will extend into the Jiggy.
That's how it goes.
But he missed the shoe, so he lost about like 4 seconds from that, I think. He moves a lot slower without the shoe.
Okay, you don't make the shoe. The man don't make the shoes. No, other way around. The shoes don't make the man. The man makes the shoes. That's from Recess.
Recess?
You ever seen that as a kid? It's like that's a just 90s kids thing. Like,
Disney's
like
Recess?
I think it actually was like in early 2000s, but like 90s kids. I like finished in 2005 or something. I don't know. It started in 2000. Just 90s kids. Actually, only 90s kids remember. Is Dan even paying any attention? Am I just getting roasted? Okay, fine. You know what? I'll make comments on the actual game. Fine. I was doing that before, but then there was silence, and then they were just doing rudimentary things. So as you can see, Dickiscon is coming up to open Rusty Bucket Bay right now. Okay, as you can see that this is a water level, so it pertains to actually not that much water as you would see in Clanker's Cavern, but he's going to be coming up right now, and you have to actually swim to enter this. So the most prevalent problem that the commentators undergo is having to watch them do engine room. So the main difficulty about engine room is that there's a bunch of spinning on the platforming. So the runners have to be careful to not off themselves when they fall, because it's quite a slippery slope. Unlike Freeze Easy Peak, this level can be unrelenting. It is just, it does not stop with this. What are you doing? I heard
What are you saying there?
No, Star was making fun of my commentating. So yeah, it is a water level. So with Rusty Bucket Bay comes a new mechanic, which is sort of like poisonous water. So what happens here is that there's actually a certain time limit that the runners can be in and or around the water, because the atmosphere created from the toxic water takes away air bubbles from Banjo-Kazooie here, which is an interesting element that they add very late in the game. So it's fun to see Rareware add new elements, even in the very end. So this is Engine Room that Dickiscon is actually in right now with the spinning blades. You can see the little sailors there. Those aren't really the problem that Dick's going to be wanting to see. It's the timing and getting the... Oh, and Dick just narrowly made that platform. See, the platforming here is quite difficult because of all the moving blades and spinning elements and such. So he's coming up on a nice little clip right here. So we took 2 damage. It's optimal to take 1, but you know what? We don't judge because it's very difficult. You also have more invincibility frames when you're not in Talontrot. So that's why you saw Dickiscon right there. He left Talontrot to try this very difficult move. It's not the hardest in the game. You see himself lining up because he's actually scared. You can see the fear in the runner's eyes. He nicely gets He gets it, slows down the blades, and you're going to see a nice clip. So basically how this clip works here, ladies and gents, is you want to get as many FPS drop as possible. So he's going to pick up that thing. Oh, and he clips through. Beautiful. That is way longer than you want to see in an optimal run. But how it works is the more frames you have on the screen, that's why he picked up the blue egg. The more frames you have on the screen, the harder it is for the N64 to process. So that's how he actually clipped through the wall. There were so many frames on the screen, the N64 did not know what to do, and was just like, okay, you know what, we'll let you through. Okay, so is there anything you guys want to add to that? You know, I'm supposed to be really commentating. Star was dissing my commentating skills. I had to pull them out. I had to prove that I'm a real commentator, guys.
I think, Dan, that you covered everything.
Could you explain that in more detail?
You covered so much that I'm pretty sure you made half of that up.
I did not. That was all true.
Are there less invincibility frames if you're in Talontrot?
Yeah. I swear to God.
Is there less invincibility frames if you're in Talontrot?
Yes, that's true.
I don't know.
That is true. I was This was a whole discussion.
With who?
Mittens Hug.
Mittens Hug, eh?
I'd believe what Mittens said.
Well, Mittens is a savage.
Well, Mittens does do it in Talontrot, but I think that's for the meme. I don't know if it's...
No, he does it because it's faster, but it's harder to pull off.
No.
Oh yeah, you have less, did you say more or less?
Less invincibility frames.
Yeah, you die. Yeah, it's harder to do.
Oh, sorry, Casey, I couldn't hear you over me being right. Yeah.
I just needed you to back up your statement, Dan. You were correct.
I know I was. I don't say anything in my showcast super commentator voice without it being 100% accurate.
You told us you worked for Rareware Inc. Tell us more about that.
That wasn't in my super commentating voice. That was in my Dan voice. But if you want to hear more,
you think right there, got a frame perfect bounce off the.
So as you can see there, Dick just got a frame perfect bounce.
As you can see there, Dan just started talking over me as I explained the boombox skip.
Casey, you can't do it in a normal everyday voice. If you want to explain something, excuse me, was that profanity I heard?
Georgia Gold Honey Mustard Barbecue.
There's no swearing here, Dan. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't hear any. Yay! Wow, Dan. Thank you, Star. I'm happy to see that you appreciate my 100% commentating. So as you can see here, Dick is actually coming up very. Stop. Pixel's coming up to a death warp right here. So I don't know if this has been explained by my previous co-casters. I don't know how shoddy their work has been. But to sum it up, this game processes every Jiggy that you get actually without having to do the dance. As soon as your character touches it, Banjo actually counts. The game counts it as Banjo receiving it. So without you doing the dance, you still have it registered in your memory. That's why you can die even without having the Jiggy actually dance animation. So that's just a fun little tidbit as you see Pixel 911 leaving.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his name.
Sorry, Pixel. As you can see, Pixel's just coming up to the flying section right here. Hopefully he can get this on his first try to pick up the. Oh, and he beat Barges in. That is a bold strategy con, but as you can see, it's about to pay off. And he actually exits the flying, which is not what you want to do.
Oh, so Dick
falls face first.
Dick just walked off the edge.
Yeah. So wait, he walked off.
Yeah, he walked off. Yeah, got a dropped input, I guess, and jump.
So that loses about like 25 to 30 seconds right there, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, I'd
But
say
he's
more.
He's gonna go for the jump again.
Yeah.
Okay. Just thinking too much. Okay, he made it.
Just imagine you're Dick/Pixel and watch this run back later. And
Holy that! Wow. Okay,
It's
that's.
okay. I'm not an official comp. My name hasn't been updated. I told Fiesel that I was here.
I don't think he knows you're here. You should say it again.
I did. I told him. I think he's.
I think if he's watching, he knows he's here.
he's not. I'm not officially on the commentator list, so I feel. Oh wow!
He's here.
And
He's
I'm
here.
in. Oh, now I feel honored, and I'm in. Pretty sure Fiesel turned the stream off. Nah.
Probably never comes back.
I love Fiesel. Fiesel's my main man.
Oh yeah, when did you beat him?
When did I meet him? I met him like in real life or on video game. Like they're two very different questions. In real life, in my dreams, and in
all of the above.
Yeah, fun stuff. every night actually.
Every night, wow.
Okay, so we're seeing Dick right here coming up on the, basically this code is actually written on the side of a boat. As a kid, I didn't know what the code was. It was a trial and error for me.
As a kid, you never made it past Mad Monster Mansion.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
As an adult, you've never made it past Mad Monster Mansion.
Now you just
Wait, how old are you, Dan?
You give out my secrets. Are you?
You said commentator Dan said was 100% truthful.
That wasn't.
Yeah, you know, I'm feeling like it's like a 99% truthful.
As a kid, I played on my friend's console and they had it. When I bought it for myself, I never made it past Monster Mansion.
Where'd you get the money to buy it for yourself?
My mom.
Good answer, Dan. Good answer.
Mom is always the answer. So do we call out Dick's subscribers that he gets on his stream?
Yeah.
No.
No, we don't care about them. That's they're completely unaffiliated and don't give them love in the chat. Do not respond. They're not part. They're not a part.
I'll take out the damage boost up there, which means, yeah, he's got to be careful. When he's running across in the next room, he could die. Only 2 health here. So he might kill them. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I guess we'll have to see.
I'm around your age, Hag. The youngest BK runner. I'm not giving you plus or minus. My webcam is actually turned on right now, but it's not in use, so I feel like I'm being hacked. Do you know those ones?
Yeah.
Pixel lining up the thing, and let's see, and he takes 2 damage. Oh, and that's what I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Engine Room is actually very unrelenting. Right there, the damage, the skip that he tried to get actually worked on successfully, and that's the reason when you take that second damage, it's kind of unpredictable the angle at which the propeller's going to throw you right there. So you can never tell if you're going to be living or dying as soon as you take that second hit in Engine Room. Very, very heartbreaking,
Yeah.
but he did it very early on.
But at least Pixel 911 is he's on Xbox, so dying really doesn't matter that much.
You're right. You're right. You know what? Thanks for pointing that out for the viewers at home.
Do you think that's an advantage for Pixel? How do you feel about that?
At this point in the run, actually, you know what? I want to hear Casey's opinion before I say mine, but I have an interesting point.
Casey, you there?
Oh, well,
He's
so
not here. All right.
I may or may not be.
Oh, he's here. Or he may not.
Casey has a personal business that he needs to attend to. Little does everyone know, Casey's actually the CEO of Rare Headquarters. It's a fun tidbit.
Is that true?
I thought it was incorporated. I thought it was Rareware Inc.
No. See, here's the way. So it's Inc. When they're developing games, but when they're dealing with human resources and cartridge parts bought and sold, then they're the headquarters. So it's two different departments of the same overall company.
Well, that makes sense.
So fun fact: this skip still is difficult on Xbox. But you guys should know, it's a difficult skip. All in all, I think it's more difficult on Xbox because they put more, capacity to controlling the RAM on screen. But it's still such a bad port that they couldn't fix the clip. Another reason to not play Xbox. We are not endorsed. I wish we could be endorsed by N64. Like they could just come out and sell them again, just so we could endorse them. I would personally endorse them. Me, Dan, the Canadian game. That sounds like commentator voice. I believe him. We're watching you, Dan. Oh my! See, they believe when I use my commentator voice. That's how you know I'm serious. So coming up, Dick's actually going to be doing a really nice. It's an off-camera skip, so it's actually fast. You save time if you can pull this off within the first 2 attempts. After that, it's just might as well cut your losses and go a long way. But Dick actually did inevitably end up to pull it off. So what you're going to see is he's going to unlock this jiggy platform. Then he's going to be going to the warp pot, not the ding pot, the warp pot. And he's going to unlock the level, and we will see if he talks to Bruntilda. What do you think, Hag?
I agree with whatever you just said.
I asked you your opinion. Do you think he's going to talk to Bruntilda outside of Click Clock?
Oh, yeah. He will not. Wait.
Because,
I don't
fun
know.
fact.
He changes it up.
Yeah, he does, depending on his run speed. He has enough time that he could go for it. Pixel's
I mean,
actually
he might
right
as
now.
well. Why would he? He's going to win the race at this point.
Oh, wow. That's some commentator bias we got here, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your opinions in the comments down below what you think about Hag's commentating bias. So basically, Bruntilda right here, this is not actually the fastest time to talk to her. Dick actually mapped it out himself, the original timing, and he actually concluded with his thesis statement in Banjo-Kazooie theology that you should actually talk to him outside of Clanker's Cavern. Oh, and it looks like you were wrong, Hag. Haha, wrong. So yeah, basically outside of Clanker's Cavern, there's a Bruntilda that's actually more feasible to interact with. So if you actually talk to her, you save 1 second compared to the Click Clock would, Bruntilda. But you have to take into consideration that you know where your time loss and where your time gain is going to be closer to the end of the run. So the 1 second time difference does not weigh out, in terms of usability when it comes to understanding where you are on the run. You'd rather do it later on and know where you are in the run than do it early on and could have saved the overall.
Dan, breathe. You're gonna die if you don't breathe.
Commentators don't breathe.
Dan, and breathe.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to help the viewers at home. I'm trying to help them understand why Dick.
You're gonna make them nauseous. They're gonna think you're gonna die.
Nah, to everyone at home, I actually have an extended mag on my lungs. You know the Call of Duty loadout screen where you can choose, flash, extended mag, bazooka launcher. At birth, I was accidentally given an extra skill point at birth, and I used it there. I could have used it under luck, which would have been better because I was actually born in a very very rundown part of Canada. But the extended lung mag actually helped me quite a bit. I'm waiting for the next patch of the game because right now it's kind of faulty and I need an asthma inhaler, but the doctor said that it should be coming out soon.
So...
Yes, go on. Questions, Casey? Casey Austin? Any questions?
Who's Austin?
Who's Casey?
Commentator again. Silly.
You see Pixel going for the ground pounds on the ladder there. He didn't save time.
That does save time, doesn't it? Or no?
It saves time if you do it.
Well,
Like,
are you guessing?
It's near frame perfect. It's really hard to do.
So
We're all
obviously
guilty
Casey is
of
very
doing it
salty
sometimes.
for not getting the frame perfect as Pixel did. As you can see, you can hear the sodium chloride in his vocal cords.
Dan,
What's
the
up?
chat wants to know your thoughts on JonTron
Oh, no.
getting fired
Oh,
from Ukulele.
Oh no!
That Joey.
I just want to point out that my favorite video from JonTron as of right now is the anti-drug PSA. I implore you all to go watch it.
So what are your thoughts on JonTron getting kicked out of Ukulele?
I actually haven't played Ukulele, so I'm not allowed to comment.
What are your thoughts on JonTron getting kicked out of Ukulele?
If you buy me Ukulele right now, send it to my Steam account. I will comment all day long.
What are your comments on JonTron?
I didn't even know he was out of the game to begin with. I didn't even know that he was gonna be in the game. I didn't even buy the game. I didn't even pre-order the game. I didn't even know that Yuka and Laylee were gonna be bats and geckos until I signed up for the newsletter and was too late to donate. And then I stayed up all night trying not to cry because I missed the deadline. Did I say that last part? What?
So what are your thoughts on JonTron getting
You
fired from
can't
Ukulele?
beam it this hard. And as you see, Pixel 911 is not getting the rocket jump. Very sad. So basically, that saves you 0 time, but it just looks really cool and makes Banjo fly into the air. Fun
He
fact.
didn't get the rocket jump.
He didn't. Neither. I don't usually get the rocket jump because I don't play 100%.
What?
I've never gotten the rocket jump. But a fun part of Mumbo's Mountain 100% trial is the need to not ever have to transform or do any puzzles for that matter. So basically, it's just the fun of Banjo without any difficulty, which is what I love. Fun fact: 24th place in the world right now for Mom's Mountain 100% trial list. We have the world record holder with us in the chat here tonight, boys and girls. So
What do you do?
If you have any questions,
Choke? No. You get world record.
that actually don't want to comment because he agrees with him. What a racist. That's probably that makes sense to know, I guess.
So yeah, Dick is on 211 pace, I think.
Which will not PB.
Yeah, he can't PB anymore, but he's still gonna be in the top 3 of the tournaments.
You don't know what's gonna happen. He could,
Oh yeah,
he could joke.
speaking of what Cosmic Heart said, the stream is sponsored by water.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that 100% of people that drink water died?
Really?
Yeah. I did a statistics in my data course first year.
First year of high school or first year of college?
College.
Is it
Why would I-
time for water?
It's time for water.
Oh, are we doing water again?
We
You know,
might
the-
have to.
You know, the last time we had water, you know what happened?
You
No.
choked.
Oh, yes. I
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Pixel
Yeah,
right now
alright.
is actually freeing a dolphin that was actually perfectly content to be under that little anchor right there, and Pixel actually ripped the anchor right through that dolphin. His name is
Peter!
what's his name? What's the dolphin's name? It's Flipper? No, Flip. What's his
Snorkel.
name? Snorkel.
Snorkel.
Whatever. You need a Flipper and a Snorkel. His name's Snorkel. See, I'm bad with the names. You know, I know Banjo. And I know whatever that bird's name is. I know that. Not Kazooie. I don't know her name. Also, as a kid, fun fact, thought Kazooie was a boy. Every anthropomorphized.
You
animal-
assumed because of his gender?
I did assume Kazooie's gender.
Oh no.
I actually prefer Kazooie. As I don't like Kazooie that sassiness. I just don't. As you can see, that's a Pixel and Dick getting a Jiggy at the same time.
Wow.
They sunk it up real good. So you know that Jiggy is slang for knife? And yeah, if you guys didn't know that, that's a fun fact.
Is it actually?
Yeah, in Toronto. Obviously, you live out in this. I'm not going to disclose Mr. Austin's location live on stream because I'm a good person. But let me just say that he doesn't drink tea where he's from.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do? You do drink tea? Let me just
Uh,
say that he doesn't live in the capital.
My
of,
favorite type of tea is Earl Grey vanilla tea.
Earl Grey vanilla. That sounds utterly putrid. Oh wow, Pixel went for the beak bomb and still landed in the water. That's very interesting to see because usually you see them go for the ground pound death because there's a chance of you getting like gold feather at the bottom there. Not very very optimal to get it because don't have to look for it because there's a bunch of gold feather use in Mumbo's Mountain. What am I saying? In Click Clock.
So they don't go for the beak bomb into the wall because there's a high chance that you fall into the water and drown, and the drowning death animation is much slower than
Yeah,
the
so Pixel lost time from doing that.
Yes,
non-drowning death animation.
and
So
you
that's
don't
why
have
they
the
ground
chance. And you don't have the chance of the.
I mean, Dick's he lost some more time here again.
He
So
fell
how-
off the
The
tree.
leaves a few times.
Yeah.
Am I gonna take a sip of water? I actually don't have any water with me on my streaming, my commentating stream table that I've set up specifically for commentating and streaming. He didn't use the commentator voice. I don't believe him. So actually, it's actually more optimal if you use the ground pound when you're leaving Rusty Bucket Bay right there because there is a higher chance that you can obtain the last gold feather that you need before entering the
It has
ever
nothing
so
to do with the
difficult-
gold feather.
It does have
I don't
to.
even know if the gold. I don't even know if the
you
gold feather
can't-
saves.
You can't
Yeah.
get the gold feather when you're dying.
Yeah,
You
the
can.
gold feather. The gold feather
Obvious-
doesn't save.
We have some fake banjo runners commentating tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The real Mumbo's Mountain 100% Centralis, 24th place record holder, will tell you the truth that you can get that gold feather.
You have two of the top 10 Banjo-Kazooie runs.
And I'm telling you right now that they're wrong. Yeah, but are you top 30 in Mumbo's Mountain 100% Centralis? I didn't think so, Casey.
Yes.
So
I could be.
yeah,
right
but
now.
you're not. So if
All right,
you
Casey, do a run right now. And
Casey,
Bob Dan.
bop me and
Do
then
it
we can
alright.
talk. Bop me and we can talk, Casey. I've already bopped Dick. And he hasn't responded to me about it yet.
Okay, when I'm gonna do a real run after this commentary, and I will start with.
No,
I just-
no, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run as well. So I just want you to know that. So
I'll do it at
A
the
race? A race?
a Mumbo's
Oh.
100% Centralis race.
End.
Is that what you said?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I'll beat you. I'll beat you, bro.
No.
See, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a farmhouse, but what you hear right now is Casey being the elusive farmhouse chicken. Sounds a little something. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, bark, bark. Yeah, it sounds a little something like that.
Oh.
It's, I don't know if you guys know. I know we all come from different. I know we come all from different walks of life, but that is
that.
that is what that's what
You
chicken-
elusive farmhouse
Stop.
chicken.
Stop, please.
Chicken
I'm gonna
confirmed.
cry.
Chicken confirmed. You are more of a chicken than Kazooie is, and she has talent. Yeah.
Did someone say chicken?
Did someone say yeah?
Scuff cheese.
Hey, it's been clipped. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Do we just do Scuff J's at the same time?
Yeah, that's why I love you, Casey. We understand each other.
No one understands you like I do.
Yeah.
You forgot to clip the part where Casey was being a chicken. You can't just like have me telling him he's a chicken. We need to have the part where he denies the offer to get wrecked in Most Mountain Hyper Centralis, which is basically my category.
What's your time, Dan?
No, it's 10:08. It's the same as Smasher 32. It has bopped the honorable Dickiscon.
I don't know what Trotless is like. Hag, is there any chance I could do worse than a 10:08?
Yes.
Not if you watch the route first.
Don't watch the route and beat me. Be a savage.
I mean, I have an 8:29, so.
I'm not doing this.
But you tried.
I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Do it.
I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do this after
There's
runs.
no way you get worse than a 10:08. No way.
After runs fell later. So Dick just missed that acorn. That acorn is actually elusive, unlike me.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sorry,
you can go right through.
But unlike that
Yosh
acorn,
and he
it
jumps, so
doesn't
you never know
feed
what that
chickens like Casey does.
So wait, I am a chicken and I feed chickens?
Well, yeah, because hens feed their babies by giving them, come on.
Oh, I'm a hen.
You're a female chicken.
Oh,
Because male chicken.
Whoa.
I could, because I don't want to assume your gender. I'm
Do I have the
You just
prettiest
did.
feathers you've ever seen?
Casey, I love you, so yes.
Okay.
But I married the hag, so.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
married
then
him.
who's the cock?
Who's the cock?
Pixel
Whoa,
almost
as you can
gets
see,
knocked off.
Pixel almost offed right off the edge right there.
Whoa. Oh, I'm delayed. Oh.
I held back so hard. Glod, lots of talk about chickens. I like to keep it. I like to keep education speedrun game, speed gaming too. Speed gaming too. Keep it education. So, can you tell the ladies that... Oh, and Pixel just nearly died. He is so lucky he clipped onto that branch right there. Oh, sorry, I lied. He wanted to die there. I'm so sorry. I don't know the clip for Xbox.
Hit the branch.
He was actually unlucky to hit that branch. I lied.
Yeah, that's another thing they do on Xbox is they death warp in like almost every season, I think.
So what I was gonna say actually is that the Xbox version of this game makes up for the 8 minutes of text with excess amounts of beautifully updated graphics. So as you can see, if you look on the left, that's actually not newer graphics. It's actually older. I know it looks like the Pixel 99 is playing an older version of the game, but he's actually playing a newer version. Fun fact. Almost. That's actually he's playing a generation above, and I know you're thinking to yourself, what could they have done to make the graphics better? And yes, they did just add eyes to the creatures. That's basically what they did. They added eyes.
The hills have eyes.
Is that from 1985? Is that a literary reference by the Austin Hagen Haggs? I think it was. Can't meme me, Higgins. Can't clickbait me, Higgins. Whew. Casey, do you have any comments about the graphical updates? Casey is so taken aback by the graphical updates. He's actually... I don't like the different looking BK health. Like I actually don't like that. I don't know if you're memeing me because I have said that just so many times. But if you're serious, yes, then I also have qualms with that specific. It looks so bad. Bill Gates did not die for this. I'm gonna get a Reddit notification right now. It's gonna be Bill Gates dead.
I don't think Bill Gates is dead, is he?
No, it's Steve Jobs that died. It was a meme. But who knows? Fun fact: Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were friends.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, Dick didn't get that note there. He's gotta go get it.
That ground pounder was so risky. What about it?
What
Wait, what
about
am I
it?
watching?
What about it?
Did he seriously just do that? Wow.
So
The
as you can
ground
see,
pound?
Dick
Yeah.
does not enter that Mumbles Mountain Hut because it's actually as useless as a. Oh, I can't use that word.
Useless as a what?
Well, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
sorry, we
sticks
didn't
on a
hear you
ball.
there. Say it one more time, Dan.
Useless, like the Mumbles Mountain, the second Mumbles Mountain. This is useless as.
Useless as what?
Teats on a bull, I believe, is the expression.
Heats on a bull?
Teats on a bull, because bulls also basically the X and Y chromosomes, much like humans, the Y chromosome from males actually it activates later on in the embryonic stage. So what ends up happening is the nipples actually do form on the cows. They're called teats on the female cows. They actually end up forming on the male bull, but they are not actually of any effectiveness. They're just there purely for vanity purposes, because the male genitalia actually forms later on. The Y chromosome forms later in the embryonic cycle of the bull. Fun fact.
So we have this clipped also, right, Star? just making sure you're following along here.
So what about us human beings? Are you saying
so
that
Dick's
mine?
going for a bunch of clips right now. When you bomb at a certain angle, you're able to go. You collect enough speed to be able to go through a lot of walls and objects in this game. So you see, he's gonna do it to get into Naughty's house, and he's gonna do it again to actually just exit the level.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
but-
he misses. Dick
So
just
what he's gonna
straight
have
up
to do
missed.
now is he's gonna have to do a nice clip.
Ice clip.
Yeah,
Basically,
that was
very,
too early.
very
No, it was too late.
to die here.
That's-
Because Dick is going to die here. Because
He's
because
not
if you
gonna die. You're gonna.
It's-
You can clip out from under the ice if you're in the corner.
Yeah, but if Dick dies here, it's a big meme.
No, he's alive.
He's alive. Sadly, he didn't meme properly. But Hag, to answer your question, actually, the embryonic stage in mammals are actually sort of similar in this coincidence. So the Y chromosome for males actually do form the same way. That's why you and I, Hag, we have nipples, but they do not form into the fully female. Able to lactate. They are able to lactate, but not to the extent where they use the hemoglobin in the blood. It doesn't bind properly to the lactase during the female when the female pregnant cycle. So it doesn't properly.
Dan,
Because male do not get pregnant.
Dan,
It's just-
Dan.
Males don't get pregnant. Yeah, what's up?
You seem to know a lot
About nipples.
about animals, right?
I wouldn't say that. I know my fair share.
Dan, can you, for me right now, make the sound of a buffalo?
I can't because I've never heard of buffalo in my entire life.
I want you to YouTube
Bunny?
the sound of a buffalo right now and make for me the sound of a
Did
buffalo.
someone say bunny?
Did someone say King KC 32? 32.
32. Yeah, King
King
Casey.
KC 32 because 32 times 2 is 64. King KC plays Super Smash Bros. 64. King KC is actually smashing 32 times in a day. The like button on my YouTube videos. King KC is a Canadian Game Boy fan confirmed.
My number is 13.
Probably, ladies and gentlemen at home, that's an inside meme between Casey and I. We actually it was premeditated, a premeditated joke because 32 was actually a little secret number. Casey. He's fully in on me. He fully understands.
Can you make the sound of a buffalo for me?
Can you do me a favor and I can't say I'm stream.
Can you go to YouTube right now and look up the sound?
Can
And
you
then make the sound for me.
Can you have you ever been to like I'm trying to think where it would be in the state. Have you ever been to Ireland?
I've never left the Eastern time zone.
You've never left the Eastern time zone, so you've been to Toronto?
I have not, but I will soon.
Fun fact, he's coming to visit my sister.
I'm coming to visit you.
Me.
So have you been
Can't
to
say that anymore.
Sorry.
Have you been to El Capitan, California? Have you been to
I haven't left the Eastern time zone. California.
Sorry.
is
They're
time
just showing
zone.
me a bunch of Okay, well, it's too late for me to return. Just whatever. So as you can see, Dick's coming up on FFM. This is a very crucial aspect.
It's not
all the
FFM.
runners. Sorry, FF. Turn this on. He already has. I was gonna say.
Dan.
So as
Can
you
you do
can
the sound
see,
of a
Dick's coming
buffalo,
up on Furnace Fun. Basically, what happens here is it's just a little quiz game. Actually, the runners have actually figured out a way to skip a large portion of this game. Nick's gonna pick bottles more right here because he wants to get the answer correct. But basically, the big turnaround in this thing, this little mini game we have that Gruntilda set up, is the Grunty questions. They are a bit of randomly. I put randomly in quotes, air quotes there, because the randomly generated questions are actually on a set of 3. So basically, there's 3 answers for every question that Grunty could ask, and Grunty doesn't ask them all. There's only a few squares where the runner will have to approach a Grunty question. But the runners actually have a great aid with them called the Furnace Fun Calculator, which actually calculates the amount of matches that there could be on a set of randomly calculated questions. So you can input where and when you got the question right or wrong, and then it will just weed out the possibility of your next answer being correct. Which is how the runners are able to answer the questions about Grunty without actually talking to Brentilda.
Okay, and with that, Dan is out of air. It's officially over.
And it's over. Well, that's
Okay.
like.
Okay.
So
he has some
basically,
time to
the
breathe.
reason
He's back.
Banjo-Kazooie is actually way more difficult is because these picture questions actually take up way more time for a runner than you would think, right? So these picture questions are on a specified tile. And
Alright,
as you
okay,
can
wait, I'm gonna have to hold you just for 1 second. This is important. This is what a buffalo sounds like.
Thank you. I didn't actually know that.
Dan, can you make that sound?
I could not, if I tried, replicate the sound
Can
of
you
that
try?
majestic. That majestic. Can you make the sound of a car running over your foot? Like.
I was told that noise sounded like the audio version of a car accident the other day, so that's as close as I'm going to get. And you know what, Dan? I tried.
Yeah, but
So-
here's the thing. I said running over your foot. If you are that much of a savage that you do not scream when a car runs over your foot, I might as well be. You can call me Bethy, if you think that's.
Okay, Bethy. Bethy, can you see Cosmic? Cosmic plays along. Cosmic is good. Dan,
That's what it's
Remember to breathe, TY.
I need you to make the sound of a buffalo.
See, here's the thing. I've only been to Buffalo, so I feel like it'd be offensive to the Buffalonians that I've talked to. So I'm gonna just read chat. Cosmic says.
Alright, one more
Is that
time, one more
what I
time.
did?
Oh wait,
At McDonald's.
wait.
Yeah, in the new Asian
Ag
sesame
is too
salad.
poor to turn off ads with YouTube Red Plus. YouTube Red.
Amazing.
This is supposed to be a buffalo sound. Just bear with me.
Bear with you. I get it because it's Banjo-Kazooie.
Here we go, there we go.
That sounds very guttural. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting.
Okay, now Dan, I need you
Now
to
click
take
it.
these sounds that you're hearing, and I need you to attempt to replicate those sounds.
I did. I
No,
replicated
you
the
did
book.
not. No one could hear you. You muted your mic.
Like some shit, something like that.
Dan, this is your final warning. You either make this sound or I move you to a different channel.
So King Casey has actually been moved currently. I don't know if he'll be joining us for the rest of the run, but he was talking up, and we can't have that. King Casey.
He didn't make the sound, did he?
No.
I did.
Wait, I didn't.
Have chat confirm.
No, he moved you to waiting room.
I moved him to the waiting room, made the noise. Chat can confirm.
He did not make the noise.
I went a little something like.
Do it a little bit louder.
Are you trying to like record it for like your personal audiophile collection?
A little bit louder is all we're asking, Dan. Is that much to ask? We're not asking.
Too much to ask for a nice, clear buffalo grunt.
That's all we want.
Hag, will you ever just love me for who I am?
This will determine how we think of you for the rest of your life.
Well,
Dan,
maybe
you make the sound of a buffalo?
Maybe if you let me into your private chats, I would be more open.
That's on Davey. That's on Davey.
That's not on. No, it's on you. It's on you. You know it.
Oh, it's on Davey.
We're gonna be bringing out the real Banjo-Kazooie, themes right now.
Dan, I'm gonna ask you one last time. If you love me, you'll make the sound of a buffalo.
Oh, I do.
If you love him, you'll make the sound of a buffalo.
I do love King Casey. King Casey. Oh, fuck my ear. Sorry.
5.
Sorry, 1 sec. My headphone. Ow.
4.
Ow. Sorry, what? Sorry, my headphone got disconnected really quick and my ear hurt. What's up?
3.
I don't know what's he. Is he wanting me to go like, no, like it sounds like a cow farting. Like, what you want me to do? Like, I can't like make each other. It's like very guttural. And if you make people make noises on command, I think you're gonna lose a lot of hardcore friendships, Casey.
No.
Are you breaking up with me?
I'm just telling you, in future, for the rest of your friendships, you may not want to command them to make sounds on countdowns.
Casey, you can command me to make sounds if you want.
Oh, I can command Casey to make sounds. So, Casey, I would like you very much so to make the sounds of a Canadian goose attacking an American tourist.
Okay, give Casey a sec.
Okay, so can you explain to me what that sounds like so I can attempt to replicate it?
So basically, the sound of a Canadian goose is it's kind of like it's like a honking noise, and American.
All right, I got it.
So what happened was that my house band, I was looking at him and David, because I was procrastinating.
Okay, this might take a little bit. There we go. This is good.
I think it was a mistake. Oh no! Stop! Stop with the music.
That's the sound of a
Okay, we have to
Canadian
get back on
attacking.
topic. Stop. Okay, so basically, as you can see, Dick right now is coming up to the he's coming up to the end of the run right now. All he has to do is and there it goes. That's the timer. Dick has officially won the run. That's time. Pixel 911 is still in winter. So there's going to be probably like a 20-minute time difference, 10-minute time difference. What are you guys thinking?
10.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Maybe like 11, 12.
Blech. So Casey, you owe me that question for next time.
Dick Iscon says I want to die in the chat. Oh, we got Shadow Worm in the chat, the original Xbox runner, who has since dethroned himself as a moderator on speedrun.com.
I didn't know that was an option.
Any comments on that, Shadow Worm?
I do like the new con rip emoji. I don't know if that's all for me to say, but I do like it. That was made by Dragon Sissy, everybody. basically the time is stopped, but the end cutscene will still continue because it's not a part of the run. But you want to keep that on so you can figure out your in-game time, so the game will actually calculate how long you have been playing. But it takes out certain elements like cutscenes and all that from the equation, so you can kind of get an accurate representation of the game time with the time. It's always fun. Always good to see that time. What's the difference between in-game time and real time approximately on 100% run hack? My mic has gotten very quiet. Let me turn that up.
All right, Dick, you can come in here and we'll talk.
Yeah,
to you about
Dick.
this.
Dick, my man. Please.
I'll drag him in.
All right, I'm really excited to ask Dick some questions. Dick,
the
can
man,
you-
the legend.
Wait, Dick, before we talk about your run, can you make the sound of a buffalo?
Okay.
could you?
Yeah,
was
good.
actually
That was
pretty
good.
spot on.
See,
That was pretty good. I had to re-listen to a thing. I
I don't know.
had to watch.
yeah,
a
that's
video.
right. That's correct.
Obviously, you are an audio file.
Is King here?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh
He is
man,
here.
sorry about earlier.
Oh no, that's okay. I mean,
That's
I'm
on me.
sorry about earlier.
No, dude.
Oh, what happened?
Fully on me.
I wasn't there for that. What
I
happened?
almost want to publicly apologize.
What happened?
Okay, we do it right now. Well, you have the chance.
Explain.
Publicly
to-
apologize.
to-
I
to-
did it.
Oh.
There was no reason to publicly
All right,
apologize. to me.
we're
You
fine.
did something silly. I did something silly.
We all did
All right, I
something
did
silly.
something normal.
You did something normal like that. So, well, I just wanted to say, like, you know, I just, it was my fault, though, entirely, because I went into a voice chat that had 2 people in it that were in the room that was specifically for people who are not streaming. So anything that was said was not meant to be said on anyone's stream. And
I
it
don't.
was meant to be said in a
Oh.
private.
I don't mind my words. TVH.
Alright.
Alright.
Anyways, yeah, that run was brutal. It felt like that run took 6 hours. I felt like it was
It
a
did.
chore. Like,
Actually, it did. We were watching the time and sorry.
oh no, I reset the timer.
No, it miscalculated. It said it was it actually showed up as the 6 hours. You're right.
What was the time that I got?
2:13 something.
213 something. Yeah.
It wasn't bad until you died to Gobi Club.
I
Yeah,
made up
that-
a time to put
that's
on the stream.
Dick, might I say that it was fun to watch it? So,
Alright.
Had some very
Dan,
interesting.
did you actually watch him?
Did you
I
see
did.
me die to Gobi clip? Like,
Yeah.
even though I got the clip, I was mashing right C and I still died.
Mhm.
Were
I
you
was
mashing? You were mashing for the gold feather, right?
Yeah, because I actually did get the clip, but it was just a little too late. I couldn't get the gold feather out.
Yeah, that was sad. It only lost a minute, but it was still.
Yeah, that
the run wasn't bad.
That wasn't the worst of it. The run was so bad. Like, I feel kind of bad because it really wasn't that bad, but basically what was going through my head after Bubble Gloop when I got a 42.53 or whatever, I was like, what was going through my head was, I just don't care. And then I like stopped trying and I felt kind of bad. And I started realizing about halfway through FP when I was like just beak bombing into whatever and knowing I wasn't gonna hit the snowman, like intentionally beak bombing and throwing time away. I was like,
Oh, we got a
wait
thrower.
minute. This is still the tournament. Like,
is this a throw?
like turn this around, get something decent, and call it a night. But yeah,
Okay,
basically
watch
after
that.
I made mistakes, after I had that horrible early game, I was just like checked out. Like, I don't care how well I do, and then I like snap back into it somewhere in FP.
Yeah, it's almost better like that. Like,
Yeah,
to just
'cause-
not
'cause-
have an emotional attachment to your run from early on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it
Freeze
was getting to
does-
the point where I was like intentionally losing time. So that's a little
Wow.
bit.
Wow. Hmm.
But Freeze Easy Peak does brighten up the day. You know, it has all the colors, beautiful music, you know, lovely themes. I can see how that would bring our Dickies Con back into a run. You know?
Yeah, did that heighten your mood a little bit, Tick?
What?
Well, looking at Freeze Easy Peak's beautiful array of textures, colors, and
Dude,
music.
I can't hear you at all. But anyways.
Freeze Easy Peak's beautiful array of textures, color, and music. Did that
yeah.
bring up your
Fiji
mood,
Peaks freaking aesthetic cheered me up.
Dick? Aesthetic.
But anyways.
You know what? I realized that I was using my wrong microphone, and I was like snapping back in my chair. And that's why you guys come. So
I do have blue eyes, yeah.
you do
Oh,
have
that's
blue eyes,
cute.
Dick. That's beautiful. I also have blue eyes, Dick. If you,
I felt good
You have a
about
blue-eyed
Rusty
dick?
I
for the
also
most
have.
part, other than Lifeboat Champ. I felt good about my movement in FP and Rusty Bucket Bay, so I felt like I actually improved my movement.
Did you
But
like
I also
how
made some mistakes, so you can really see it in the time.
in engine room? Did you like how it took you a while to get that clip near the
Yeah,
the
because
trophy?
I tried doing it in Talent Trot to prove that it's stupid to do it in Talent Trot
Yeah.
and takes way longer.
Yeah, did you
I
like,
actually
did you
pointed
like,
that out.
how long it took to do it?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And then, okay, so I'm talking to Brent Tilda now, again, I've decided, because I got 7 grunties wrong, so...
I did point out that you should have talked to Brentilda after Hag said that you were going to.
No, I decided, after timing everything, that I was going to see what it was like to not talk to Brent Tilda. I've seen what it's like, and now I'm going to go back to talking to Brent Tilda. I just wanted to try it out.
Yeah, you got
Because I got 7 fucking grunty questions wrong, and I lost a minute on Furnace Fun. With the calculator.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
So as you can see, Pixel 911 does not go for the dog skip. That's a bold move considering that he has to listen to the entire text.
I wonder why his name is Pixel 911, honestly.
Did somebody say that he was going to take 20 more minutes than me? He's
Damn.
He's got like 5 minutes left in the run. He's going to be like 11 more minutes than me.
Yeah, I said 11.
It's not 911. It's Pixel 911.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you want me to explain for newcomer Star? I can explain a lot for newcomer.
All right,
curious.
I'm gonna go offline on my stream. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not feeling it tonight to do more runs. That was a task for me.
The
So
Canadian Game Boy sends his
Bye.
love to Dick's stream.
Bye, Dick. It was great having you on here.
Love
Yeah,
you,
no, I'll
Dick.
stay on here.
Oh, you stay on here?
Alright, yeah.
For the fans.
Yeah.
For the fans. Okay.
I just don't want to stream anymore.
So we're in this first, we're in the first section of the Grunny fight. Pixel's gonna go around and shoot Grunny with 3 eggs 4 times to trigger the next phase.
You know, Pixel almost is gonna PB, kind of. Like, he's not that far off.
Almost
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
PB kind
His
of.
PB's at 222, so he's not that far off.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
A 222 what though?
I forget.
It's oh sorry, I'm looking under Mama's Mountain 100% Trellis. 1 second. It's a 222.40. And he's not getting it 100%.
It's okay, Shadow, I fill them all on the details of Xbox.
Yeah, we told them all. He can't PB though anymore, but still solid, yes. Very solid.
Yeah.
Are you guys drinking water this stream or
No. We should be.
We
no water? Eh?
To,
Water.
save some water for the people that don't have enough water in this world.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well,
I
that
didn't bring
by not drinking water, you're not doing that.
I actually didn't bring my quality.
We were just wanting to see
Banjo
what it'd be like to
thermos.
not drink water for once.
Okay, there we go.
And we're regretting it, honestly. Next
I have a Banjo
Yeah.
thermos, but I store my water.
You're
in
now
the
regretting it.
Coolest
Next
temperature.
time.
Sometime around Freeze Easy, we started regretting it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pixel. So what Pixel just
my mom's
right
hiding
there
the water now, so I
is you
can't.
can poop 3 eggs into one of the rising Jinja statues as it rises, and it skips the cutscene, but he was pooping at the wrong one.
Yeah, I screwed that one up too.
I
Whoa,
feel like
what
we
is-
should
what-
change the
what-
word from
what was
pooping
that
to the
cutscene?
Banjo
Did you
runs.
guys
I
see
feel
that?
like they're not it's not a classy enough word. I say we should say he excrements out the blue eggs. I feel that's more dialogically correct and classy.
It's not though.
But
Yeah.
Dick, would you like to elaborate on that?
Excrement means poop. That's not what an egg is.
So if you could please explain Kazooie hatches an egg. Then what word do you think would be more appropriate from the
Lays an
Shells?
egg. She lays an egg.
Shells is a good word for
excrement.
parts of an egg.
Yeah, but like the action of like loading one out of one's anal sphincter.
Laying.
Laying an egg.
Dan, can you make
God
this
damn
a
it.
buffalo for me?
Could I make the buffalo what?
You make the sound of a buffalo for me.
That just sounds like someone drowning underwater or something.
60 FP Banjo looks
It's like the
neat.
sound Banjo makes when he's drowning.
You have to shoot 5 eggs into each one of these 4 holes, and he's done.
And that is time. 2:24:34. Not a PB, but you know, not too shabby.
Yeah, it's nice for the race to end not too long after the first person finishes.
Yeah, too bad I couldn't have done like 5 minutes better.
Or 5 minutes worse to make it closer.
Too bad you couldn't have PB'd Dick. That's what I was looking forward to.
Me too. I think what happened was I've spent a lot of time today practicing the game off stream. So when the run actually was happening, I was kind of like, I kind of tired myself out, I think. And then when I made a bunch of mistakes, I like checked out mentally and just kept making more mistakes after that. So I was really going for it today. I was really planning on doing a really, really, really good run, but I guess you always are. But I played for too long before the race.
That happens with my most amount 100% trialist runs sometimes. But you know, you learn to accept it.
You're gonna take on his challenge of racing him and.
Yeah, Casey, let me just turn on my N64 really quick.
It's on.
I don't want to turn on my stream to do one trotless race.
Well, you're doing 100% runs anyways, aren't you?
You can't say 100% trotless without 100%. So.
Thank you, Dan.
So all you have to do is do your normal run and then just incorporate trotless into it, and just save your time after you get the
and
first
still
ticket.
PB.
And still PB. Yeah, all you just have to do is do the first bit a mean way.
Dan, did you have a stroke at some point during this run?
I did actually.
That's unfortunate.
So for all you viewers at home, okay, as you can see, the Melon Girl and
the Melon Girl, that's in HD. Now in HD, guys.
Melon HD, spam Melon HD 1000.
Those 2 melons are so smooth with this updated frame rate, and you can see a lot more details of her long legs, and it's just like, really exciting.
But what you can't see is the depression in her heart from Hag rejecting her in 11th grade to the dance, and that's why she's actually lived a life of she lives a life of sadness, and she had to turn to waitressing because her lifelong dream of becoming a microbiologist was shattered when she stopped caring in school. So kids, do your homework. Remember that you know, it doesn't matter what others think of you; it matters what you think of you. And yeah, don't let anyone get you down like Hag did to that lovely waitress.
I just wanted her to grate cheese on my pasta.
Just make sure you don't spaghetti all over your run, and you'll be fine. So, Casey, I'm setting up my run timer to race you right now.
I'm not gonna lie, Dan. I can barely hear a word that you're saying. I think you have.
I'm going to set up my my run timer to race you right now.
I still can't hear you. Like, you're saying it again. It's still quiet.
I don't understand what I did to sound so quiet. I hope this is better.
I think can you? Okay, never mind.
I put gold on my legs, my thighs, my shoulders. Seriously. Hey, new KFC Georgia Gold Honey Mustard Barbecue. It's finger licking gold.
What are you? What is this? I don't know if this is like. I can't tell. My voice.
It's good. A good day to be alive, Dan. It's a great day to be alive.
Is this the proper choice? I don't know if I picked the right mic.
Nope, wrong one.
Wrong mic.
Wrong mic.
Oh, you know why? It's recording from my. Get this! It's recording from my webcam. This should be better.
Of course it is.
Worse. I think it's worse.
1 sec.
Nah.
Nope, that's definitely worse.
No, I just can't hear anything.
I think you need to throw out everything you own. Okay.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, well, we'll miss him dearly.
Yep.
Oh, he's back.
There
Oh.
we go. Fixed. Hashtag fixed. Okay, sorry, I have to talk to Pixel in French. Because I love him.
Je t'aime.
Here we go.
So do we have any more races today or tomorrow? What's going on with
So
that?
there's going to be a race coming on Casey's channel of Mom's Mountain Hyper Centralis.
So I may be. I'm definitely racing Esper tomorrow at 8. I believe you put it in. And I will also be racing Jagillionaire and DeadX possibly tomorrow, but within the next few days.
And definitely Dan. Game Boy on.
Dan, I will race you tomorrow.
And there comes the excuses, everybody. If we could get your chickens out
Dan, what are you doing tomorrow?
tomorrow, actually, I don't think I have. So I guess
Come into my stream at any point and just be like, "Hey, let's race." And when I lose the run that I'm in, I will race you in Mumbo's Mountain 100% trotless, and I will beat your time in one attempt.
my
Then
PB,
I'll put
or
it-
my race time.
Your PB, and I'll put it on the leaderboards just for you.
So then I can bop you, and it'll feel so much better.
So then you can bop me. Yep, I'm giving you a reason to live.
Me bopping you. Well, I already bopped Dickuscon. Everybody, if you don't believe me, check out the speedrungaming.com. I have bopped Dickuscon.
This has been good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Race is over.
Sponsored
Time's
by
over.
water.
Sponsored by Water. Thanks to Fiesel for running this great tournament.
Thank you, Fiesel. You're the
channel,
best.
Speed Gaming.
I want to thank the Shadowworm for his work on the Xbox route. So
Everybody
Pixel
make
had
the
a slight
sounds of
chance.
Buffalo as you go to bed.
What else?
Thank you to
Scuff
Rareware for
Jays,
developing
Scuff
such a
Jays,
beautiful game. Rareware, Inc.
Dodge
Incorporated.
Charger.
Dodge
and-
Charger, East LA.
And yeah, signing off. See you later. Goodbye.
Love you,
See ya.
bye. See you later,
Love you,
goodbye.
Don't go into the personal chat.
So we're still here.